Hello everyone, this is David Seven Skies, and this is the review tutorial, whatever, of Something Happened on the Way to Heaven Seven Skies remix. As some of you know, people were able to ask questions about this remix and how did I do certain thing, how do I approach to my production, and yeah, this is the video where I will answer all your questions. So the first question is about the percussion part. What do I use, plugins and sounds and everything? Well, I'm not much of a fan of loops, and yeah, I use them sometimes, but I just slice them up and use part of the loop. As you can see here, there are no audio loops. They're all MIDI. That's because I don't use the loop as it comes. If I have to use it, I just slice it and put it into MIDI and use what I like from it. Yeah, everything is played from the XS24, and yeah, let's start see the elements in this percussion. So we of course have the kick and the clap. I usually start, this is usually what I put first, then a little hi-hat. I don't usually use the main hi-hat, which is this one. I don't use it because sometimes it doesn't let me feel the flow of the actual percussion part. And yeah, then I start putting some more elements. We have this closed hi-hat, and I work a lot on the velocity. It gives more bouncy feeling. And yeah, a very important thing in my percussion part is using the swing. So what the swing does is that doesn't force the MIDI part to stay in perfect grid, which is what the default setting does. So this is the default setting, the default quantizing logic. And when I create my groove, I usually use 16B or 16C. So have a look what happens. You see, these two notes, these and these, are a little bit shifted. This gives a little bit of extra flowness, let's call it like that. Another thing you have to take care of is if you use this kind of quantized setting, you want to quantize everything from percussion to bass, lead, everything to the quantized setting that you use, else you're gonna have like a unbalanced kind of flow. So let's have a look at the sounds. So a lot of stuff going on, something pan in the right, something pan in the left, especially the hi-hat stuff. It's pan, something in the left, something in the right. I have a lot of sounds for the hi-hat. That's because I like to create the widest hi-hat possible. So it's usually not just one sound, but at least 3 or 4. And I use different frequencies to helping kind of create a wider feeling. Another thing that I do with the groove and pretty much with all the elements in my tracks is send everything to a bus. What is a bus? A bus is like a group channel where you can decide to route your sounds in. For example, this is a bus channel. Sorry, a percussion channel. And yeah, basically all the percussion we have goes inside this bus, so I can easily add effects, compression, EQ, whatever I want, so that I don't have to add important effects to each channel. I just do it from here. I save CPU, I save a lot of work. This thing works good, especially for filtering, and you can hear it here. So yeah, the filter is applied to the percussion bus, and when I have to kick a filter in, I just have to apply it to this bus, and works good. I don't have to mess with too much automation. In fact, this is the percussion bus. I'm sorry if you can hear noises from outside, but it's so hot here and I have to keep the windows open. So yeah, this is the automation for the filter. As you can see, it's just one automation for the whole percussion part. And yeah, the bus is even good for compression. So this compressor compressed all the percussion elements, and it makes a lot of difference. So that's it for the percussion part. There's not really much to say about that. There's no standard or anything. It always depends about the track and how many sounds you have, what kind of sound you have. A good starting point anyway, it's for me to put all the fader at -3 or -6 dB at every time I start a project, so I have actually a good gap before I hit the clipping point. But yeah, that's my way to do it, and it's not a standard for other people. A good suggestion I can give you is not to have all the sounds in your face, as we say. Every sound must have its importance in the track, but you have to be able to consider to judge which has to be in your face and which one can be, say, sacrificed and put it in a quieter place. So yeah, if we mix something that has all the sound in your face, all the sound very loud and very present, the mix is gonna clip in no time, and it's gonna sound like crap, not to use another word. So yeah, keep it quiet. That's a good advice, I guess. About the penning, well, of course, the kick and the bass, as you can see here, they're always in the center, and they should stay always in the center. We are definitely more free with the other percussion element. We can have a clap a little bit on the left or a hi-hat a little bit on the right. What we should consider, once again, is balancing the track. In this case, it's not about the volume, but it's about the penning. But yeah, if we put something in the left, we have to consider that we should put something in the right as well. So as you can see here, the main hi-hat is a little bit moved on the right, and we had our clap, which is moved a little bit on the left. So yeah, balance, a good balance is the key of a good mix, which it might sound pretty obvious, but sometimes people tend to forget.